Okay, so here we are with our third and last example for 5-6, graphing over intervals. So just like we did last time, we're still going to start off with making a table of values. Here, we're just noticing that this is a little different. Here, we have a less restricted domain. And when I mean less restricted, what I mean by that is that here we had a start and a stop point. Here we only have one endpoint. So here we only have one endpoint, which means we have one arrow. One side is going to be able to continue on forever in the other direction, not both sides. So the inequality reads, that's not what I wanted, not what I wanted. X is less than 9. So just like we did before, we're going to make a table of values. X is less than 9 means we're starting with 9 and going down. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and so on. I'm going to jump right over to my handy dandy calculator because that makes my life easy. So now here you're going to have to clear out what we had in y equals previous because we don't want that. Negative, I'm using a fraction, so I'm putting that in parentheses. 2/3 x plus 5. And you might be noticing something already from the format of this equation. You might be able to tell what it's going to look like. So my table of values is not as nice as I would like it to be. There's lots of ugly numbers in there. No big deal. But what you want to do is you don't want to be trying to plot those repeating decimals. So you only write down your whole numbers. Again, only write down whole number. You don't want to have to be writing down those repeating decimals. So I maybe shouldn't have filled in all these numbers to my table. So that's okay. When 9, we have 9 as x, we have -1 as y. And then we're going to erase, the next one is going to be 6. So let's just erase all these and start fresh. 6 and 1. So remember, I have to get less than 9, so I need to be working this way. 2, 5, 2, 5, maybe not. 3 and 3, and you can notice a pattern that's going on, and that pattern is coming from the fact that this is a linear equation, and it's going up at a constant rate. -3, 7, -6, 9, and I could probably get one more in there maybe. No, because my graph doesn't go up that far. So I will write down -9, 11 though, because why not? Okay, the next thing we need to notice here is that because of that less than inequality, that means I'm getting an open circle at x equals 9. So again, just like I did in my first one, I'm going to circle that in my picture or in my table and remind myself that that should have an open circle. That point is not included. 9 is not less than 9, but we still need to plot it on our graph because 8.99999 is less than 9. Okay. So 9, -1, and that's going to be an open circle. 9, -1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, I'm just going to zoom in on that really, really closely to make sure that it's an open circle. Okay, and now just the rest. 6, 1, 9, 8, 7, 6, 1, 3, 5, 4, 3, 1, 2, 3. And here you might notice we could just use that slope. We could start doing that up 2 over 3. Up 1, 2 over 1, 2, 3. Because there's 0, 5. -1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Up 1, 2 over 1, 2, 3, giving me -6, 9. And again, it didn't tell me where to start or where to stop. It gave me a starting point, but not a stop point, which is why when I do this, I'm going to draw an arrow at the end to show that it keeps them going. Cool. Again, make sure when you're doing the straight lines, you're using a ruler to make that as straight as possible. And we can finally confirm with our calculator that we are graphing what this should look like, and boom, those pictures match, which means you're good to go. Lastly, I would just label your graph with the b of x function, not f. Like I think I forgot to do in this one up here. There you go. Just pay attention to what the inequalities are saying and make your tables.